Well, it's time to get to know J'Neanne a little bit better here on Rockin' Retirement. So, J'Neanne, my question for you today, we're talking TV. And I know you're not like a big binge watcher, but what's the last TV show that you binge watched?
It was a program that I don't remember ever being advertised because I don't really follow a lot of that. But my husband said, hey, we should take a look at this. And it was Andor, which is, I think, a Star Wars spin-off
thing. It's like
thing.
a Star Wars, spin-off of some sort. They've done a bunch of them lately, like The Mandalorian and a couple of others.
Yeah, and The Mandalorian started out good and then it got a little strange. But Andor is extremely well written. And it's very interesting from the standpoint that you can watch it and there are some parallels to what's happening today in the world.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. You could actually go there with some of the things that the Empire's doing, and how they're doing it. But it is extremely well done. I was very surprised because I'm not really a binge watcher, And
it doesn't sound like you're like a super duper Star Wars fan either. So
no, early on
that you found such a small, like a little spinoff is such an interest to you. Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember when the first one came out and you go back and it was a big deal, I think in 78.
Yeah.
I think. And
something like that.
It was a big deal at the time and you go back and watch it and you have to laugh a lot, but
yeah. We watched through most of the Star Wars during the pandemic when we were still pretty busy, but still sometimes in the evening you had a lot more time on our hands, right? Everybody was watching TV shows, so we one day said let's go back and rewatch all the Star Wars because my wife and I had never seen any of them, so we watched them, and after 3 or 4 we were like, all right, they are all kind of feeling the same here, and we can fast forward to the more modern versions at this point.
Yeah.
It's still very impressive for the 70s, no doubt about it. So, well, there you go. Thanks for telling us about Andor. So you would recommend it to folks, it sounds like.
Yeah, I would, because like I said, it's very well written. The storyline is very good. And in the character in it is in one of the Star Wars follow-ons, like Rogue.
Okay.
I think he's in Rogue, the character. So this is kind of a prequel to that.
Gotcha. I can never keep up with the timeline of any of these Star Wars shows, so I try not to get too worried about it.
Right.
Just enjoy it for what it is,
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. Recommendation, check out Andor. I'll have to add it to the list, J'Neanne, and catch up on it at some point. And that's getting to know J'Neanne Theus a little bit better.